Alrighty. Let me just double check that we are live. Yes, looks like we are.
Yep. I also
All
got a
right.
notification over the Twitter that we are live.
Yeah, right now we're live on Twitter and Twitch. So
Okay.
for all of those watching on Twitter, you can go to twitch.tv/MuleSoft_community and you can follow us there to receive notifications as soon as we go live. So yeah, I guess we can wait a little bit to see if people join in a few minutes. In the meantime, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good and really, really good. So, how about you?
I'm good. It is 4 p.m. for me. What time is it for you?
Uh, it's like 1:30 a.m., kind of a midnight.
Wow. And you said you get a lot of certifications at this hour, right?
Yes, because it's like silent hour, no more disturbances, no more calls, even the spam calls also will not disturb you. So, you can sit peacefully and give the certification. And moreover, while you start the certification, you go ahead with reading the questions, and finally you see the not the clock ticking, but your sleep coming, and you complete the certification fast and get it over. So you need not to again revisit the questions, which you may again while revisiting can change the answers and make it wrong. So what is done is done. So it's like I would say a better experience for me to have it at the midnight side.
That's so interesting. I don't know if I will be able to concentrate so late.
But early morning, either early morning or this time, not in between, like 2 or 3 a.m. Then sorry, not two, but 3 or 4 a.m. Then it's like you cannot come out of that sleep part.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I also cannot wake up very early. So I think the earliest I can wake up is like 8 a.m. So I don't think I can make it early. um, yeah, so kudos for being so disciplined on doing that. All
Yep.
right.
And
So you are a MuleSoft mentor,
yes,
right?
yes, I'm a Microsoft mentor as well.
Awesome. So what are we going to do today, Pranav?
So today we will be playing with the EDI schemas and see how we can extend those schemas for our use cases. So there is one great tutorial which we will be following up today, and with some tweaks, like instead of using the same EDI format, we will try to use some other format and some other versions and see if we can create something new out of it, or how is it, or break something else.
All right. Sounds good. Do you want to share your screen?
Sure. Let me share my screen. Just give me a second.
Also, I see we have new followers, so thank you all for following us on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And if someone is not following us right now, remember go to twitch.tv/MuleSoft_community and you will be able to follow us there. All right, so I have your screen now, Pranav. Go ahead.
Okay. So there is a tutorial for customizing the EDX12 schema language file. So we will be following up. And first of all, I guess there are certain prerequisites which we need to add. One is the understanding of EDX12, and requirements are the EDX12 connector basically. So let's quickly go to the X12 connector in the Mule4 and get the Maven dependencies. So currently the release version is 2.9.0. So just created one sample project which does not have anything. It's just for this particular stream. So whatever we will be doing with completely fresh.
You literally just selected like create new project and all, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So create a new project with the name of sample project. And then I'm just changing the pom.xml so that I can get the dependencies for the external connector right over here. Okay, so we got the dependencies and now let's go back to our page, what it is saying. So it is asking us to create a ESL file for which we need to go to the ADI jar. And let's get back. Okay, so we have modules already imported wherein we can expand and we have to go to the schemas jar. I hope this is the same one. Yep, we have to go to the schemas jar, but I guess the tutorial was made when the schemas version was 2.5.8. Now it has 2.8 dot something. Yeah, 2.8.8. Let's open it. Then we have X12. Okay, so we have so many versions. So Alex, which particular version shall we try?
I don't know, whatever you prefer.
So they have mentioned for the 4010 for 855. Okay, we shall not break initially. Let's try with the 4010 itself. Okay, so this one is the 4010. We have many EDA X12 documents. So instead of going to 855, let's go with the 850, which is a purchase order. Okay. Okay, so now what the tutorial says. In this folder, I copy paste two files, paste definition to a folder called schemas under the resources. So we have to copy this one and that one. So resources folder, we will create a new folder over here with the name of schemas. I hope it can pasted. Yep. No. Hey, why it created all this? I don't need a Java project. Let me do the old school way then. Underscore n dot esl. So it is basically referring to the same X12. Okay.
Can you maybe
Remove the bit.
explain a little bit what is that ESL file? What's happening there?
Okay, so we have a EDI X12 document. So I guess it will be better if we go with the document and then come to the schemas. X12 EDI document. Let's take a sample file. So EDX12 850 is a purchase order information wherein a particular user can send you the purchase order information like what all the items he has to she has to purchase from a particular system. So it has various segments and it has a specification and So the versioning and everything is based on that. So if I go to this document, ISA, and these are the header segments, wherein you will get the source information and the target information, then the version of the document. It's a purchase order, which means a PO. There will be somewhere 850 mentioned. Yep, ST segment is there, which states that it's a 850 document, and this is a beginning of the segment. So basically, this is a structure of a EDI 850 4010 document. Now, not everyone can understand this part, and we need the purchase order information to be extracted and sent to the different ERP systems. So to do so, we use Extol connector inside our Mule application, which will give us the information in a kind of a Java object. So now tomorrow, currently this is following a standardized structure, which is already available in this schema. So suppose we want to add one or two segments. So how we can add it, which will make it a custom one. So this is the overview of what we are trying to achieve today, and what is a EDI external document, how it looks like, and what is the use of ESL file. So I'm not 100% sure what we call ESL inside uh, MuleSoft. What exactly is the full form they have kept? Let's check it out. Yeah, so ESL, I believe they have mentioned like EDI schema language.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Awesome.
Okay. So basically, this is used. It's a kind of a, I would say, kind of a RAML specification for the EDI documents, so that we can extract the information from this kind of a message structure. So this is an ISA. So suppose if I go back, ST, if you can see, it's a heading ST segment. We have ST over here. Then items we have, okay, position management. So there is a base definition also, which will define what this each, because this is a reference to the ST. So actual definitions are part of base definitions, which contains really huge. This is actually a really huge file, like this ID we should be having somewhere called ST. Yep. So ID reference, then there is a 143. Yep. So ID 143 transaction set identifier code, which means if we go here, this value they are trying to extract, and there is a set of values which each corresponds to what, right? Such kind of a JSON. You can then do a format. Sometimes I do this kind of cheat tricks also. I hope it should work. So now we got all these values for what exactly each and every EDI version means. Like if we go with the 850, it's a purchase order. So like that, they have given the enumerations over here, and the value should be either one of this one. So in our case, it is 850, which means it's a purchase order. So like this, they have created the complete schema, and using various forms to extract the data from the EDI file. I hope I have not confused Alex.
No, all good. I'll let you know if there are questions.
Okay, sure. So I'm just creating the base definition file also. So as per the prerequisites, we are okay. Now let's see what he wants us to do. Okay, so we have created these two files. They are under the main resources and folder called schemas. Once we go to the next, okay. So he wants us to change the import from X12 004010 to base traffic has to refer from internally in the same folder instead of going to the same jar. Okay. Okay, so now he wants to add a new segment mule in the header section like this. So after ST segment and the BAK segment, he wants to add the mule. Okay. For us, we have BEG, so we don't have BAK. So let me go back. So we have ST segment, BEG segment, reference segments, currency segment we don't have right now. Okay, so we can add our mule segment after this. Okay. So this is what is required to create another segment with the name of mule, which can have a value like this. Okay. Okay, so we are just adding extra line in our new for the new segment after BEG. So in this case, we need to change from 0 to 045 to something in between 020 and 040. Reason being, so it follows an order. Every segment in an EDI file follows the order. So if we had kept like 01, 0020 and 045, so even though we have kept over here, if the currency segment is available, it will be coming after the currency segment, not before the currency segment. So in this case, we need to use a number which is in between 20 and 40. Okay, so let's use a number like 30, which will be just the middle of these two. And usage we are keeping as O, which means it's an optional. M means mandatory. So he has explained also in this. C for conditional, M for mandatory, O for optional, U for unused, and I for ignored. So these are the basic usage and the position value. And mule we have kept for the ID reference, like the segment should start with the mule, and the value should be the position we have kept. And let's see next, like what all things we need to do. So since we have created only the reference, we need to provide the actual value also. Like what all kind of values it should contain. So this we need to add it to base definition. While going back, let's use the end of the file. We are not, which one is the one? So I'm just closing the other ones and keeping only the ones which we are working open. Okay. Okay, so I have just added mule. Name is the MuleSoft ID. And again, the value is referring to some different identifier. Let's see what this particular identifier is being used for. I65 ID, okay. Oh, so he has created another ID for this, so which we need to add, because
Does the order matter?
no, order does not matter, but the only thing is indentation matters over here.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm just checking it out. I should not. Okay. I believe this we have to add here. That's I64, I65, everything is there. What exactly these all mean? Elements. Okay. So here comes all the elements which they have mentioned, and the references are above. So we can do one thing. We can move the references above the elements so that the elements are taken into consideration at one side, and the values are considered in a different way. Where? Okay, this one. So we created a mule ID, MuleSoft ID. Usage is optional. Reference for the element is I65. I65 means it's a minimum length should be 2 and maximum length should be 9. And currently the value, the length is 9. So we can have from 2 characters till 9 characters, but not more than that and not less than 2 if we are having this mule segment. Type AN should be, I guess, I don't know the meaning of AN. Let me see if they have kept, yeah. This is the value of data type which we set to AN. AN is for alphanumeric string. So right now we have to work with the alphanumeric string. We are using this. Otherwise, we can go with the integer number and 0 to n9, which means it's like decimal point equal to n. R is for decimal number. ID is for identifier. Date time and for a time. Sorry, date and a time. So these are different data types available for us to specify any EDI, what I can say, element. Then we have kept the minimum length and maximum length, which is like 2 and 9. So let's change it a bit. We will keep the minimum length as 1 and max length as 8. And similarly, we will keep it as it is so that it breaks once, and then we will fix it. Yes, we should break something in between also. Okay, so now it's time for configuring. Aircon Studio, fine, payload, okay, okay, read. Okay, so what shall we do? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's extract the information for mule itself. That whatever the value is coming as input to the mule, uh, we will extract this information only, not anything else. So let's create one HTTP connector for the listener. Open. We don't want any read timeout. Let's put okay. Path. API/X12. Now we will go for a read. So, Alex, you want to see what exactly the input comes. So I will put the loggers itself.
Okay.
Here are the loggers. So connector configuration. Now this will be a bit tricky one because right now we are not going with the existing schemas. VA config. There should be something where we need to mention the document. Okay, this is there. Add line. So we need to mention the 850 underscore n dot esl, the file which we created in the resources under schemas. So sorry, we need to mention the schemas. 850 underscore n dot esl. I hope this should do the job right now. Base definitions not found.
What was the error?
It's showing the base definition is not found. Okay. Oh, like this we have to write app home.
Hmm.
I've just written the simply schema center thing. Okay. Ren.esl. Again the error.
Maybe if you save.
Please don't come. Okay. Base definition file is not found in any class path. Okay. Ah, great. So great error.
Always happens.
Now it is fine.
Awesome.
This kind of errors are always again came file based def. No, change the name, right? Okay. Let me reopen the project. Scoreline.esl. Have home schemas. Good.
Maybe change the value of the file or something and then put it again. I don't know.
Let me see JSON. I'm just thinking. It's completed. Sometimes the error is there, but it might work on.
Hmm.
What is the name of this file? I'll do one thing. I will just rename this. I'm just looking for only that name. Hey, now it got resolved. Still it's loading. Okay. Let's try it out.
So
Let's
have you
hope for
worked
the
with this already, or is this the first time?
I have worked with this, but this year I have not got. I worked around 6 to 7 months back on the same thing. Now a lot of things are changed. Even sometimes they change the UI also. Uh, if you're working on a particular adapt connector after so long, and it feels like a new one, you are working for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like always, no matter how many times we work on the new software, it's always for the first time as we are working. Okay, where is this?
I failed.
Oh, it's field. Field forward. Okay, so base definition issue again.
I wonder if it's just like cached and for some reason it's not reading it.
Could be possible, but let's try one more thing. Please don't say the error again. Okay. It is mentioning that back in global element properties, click OK. You don't need to point it at base definition because this is referenced directly from 855 ESL file. But that is not happening. Maybe we need to do. The question is where. Again.
And it's the same error, right?
No, it's a different one now.
Ah,
So we change something. Some errors are changed right now. Let's see. Schemas and then Is it gone or still there? Hello, are you there? No, it's not there.
It
Okay,
is there.
okay. If it seems like it is being cached somewhere.
Yeah.
I have just started. Let's see if it at least runs.
Are you excited to get any point code builder?
Sorry.
Are you excited for any point code builder, the new IDE?
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. I hope this will be a bit less heavy than that one because to load this one, it eats up almost all the RAM
Oh yeah.
as it is based on the Eclipse one. So that will be based on most probably VS Code.
Yep.
I hope it should be a lightweight one version. Having field, very good. File-based definition ESL not found on any class path.
Hmm.
In that case, Google is our best teacher.
Yep.
Let's ask him what he has to say.
I love when things don't work out in the streams, because then I can see like how people troubleshoot their stuff.
What is this? Schema file path, okay,
I think
50.
that's just a two-way one.
Okay, even he's also saying the same thing. Let's do it once again.
You can also try
Schema.
removing the connector and re-adding it again. Maybe something was cached.
No, I'm just thinking base definitions, base, any names difference or any character different, anything's there? No. Okay, I'll do one more thing. One last thing. Close the project and open again.
Yep.
Sometimes with this also it works.
Yeah, also switching workspaces works sometimes.
Please don't give the error now.
Ah.
I will not listen to me. App home schema space definition. Okay. File name is correct, right? Schemas. In same story. Now, last try I'm going to do is removing the underscore n and then try.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is the only thing which I'm thinking we are doing differently. Naming the 850 file a different version.
What if there's something wrong with the indentation, as you said?
No, no, but then in that case, the error should be a different one, not like the file not found. So the error
Mm,
is file not found,
true.
which means it is not able to refer to that particular file due to any XYZ reason. Failed. Very good. No worries. We have another option. Just refactor, rename. Mhm. Otherwise, I have another option. I will new ID reference max one minimum 1557. Not this. Again. Mhm. Okay, then let's do it. Some bypassing. Let's see, for the testing purpose, if it works.
Nice.
Don't throw a bigger error.
Come on, come on, come on.
Please, please, please. Zero.
Ah.
It will not let me live. What it is trying. Error loading from the schemas. Okay. So it seems like there has been some changes which they have done. Forms 612. Default schema definition, fine. Character encoding, okay. Basically, it's not able to refer from here to that.
I'm so curious now.
But why is it?
It doesn't make sense.
Everything we have done correctly only. Okay. 40, 10, anything. It's imports. Now is it going to give me error? Definitely. Let's go back to the documentation. If they have done something, some changes. Okay, one single slash. Please, please, please don't give the error. Example request.
It's so sad that it looks like a very straightforward thing to do.
Yeah. And most of the time we are stuck with this such kind of issues only. Did it work? And the same error. It is actually really, really straight. Schemas. Are we missing any keyword by any chance? Schemas, base steps, ESL. Fine. No error is not showing somehow, but it will come.
But the question is it gonna fail?
There are high chances the way the things are going today.
Ah, I
And,
kind of just want to try it just because I'm so curious. Like, why is that happening?
and I am not able to understand a single thing because it is not making any sense.
Yep.
Okay, so right now, this is the only problem with the file path, right? Okay,
Apparently, yeah.
Project Explorer, System Explorer, show in Project Explorer. Let's do something different then. These are the dependencies, right? Where M2 repository. Let me change directly the files then. It should not be doing this, but should I do one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to change the version of the connector. Let's see if that old version works. Give me some different error at least.
What's the error now?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
some different error. No, it is not going to give me a different error. Now, what is the error? Schemas. Okay, so now we got a different error. I'm happy.
Yay.
It's a different error this time. Missing required string value element 0 type. Okay,
So
so the
now it
thing
read
which
it, at least.
now it's something worked, seems like. No, it is able to read from that location. So basically, the issue was we were not mentioning slash schemas
Where?
over here.
Oh, was that in the
Okay.
tutorial?
Yeah, so it was not there in tutorial. It was mentioned
Mm,
you can mention only the base definition since you have put inside the schema. But what I understood is the class path which is taking is from resources, and after
yeah,
resources there is schemas folder also.
got it. Good to know.
So that was one of the issue which is fixed now. Some new error it is coming, then I'm okay. But if it is coming the same error, then it is bad. No segment with ID mule. Okay, fine. This also we can fix. Now the errors are good, no? No segment. Okay. This is the segment. Here the segment should be there with the ID mule. I kept it. Get it. I will put on the top. Values name ID. No segments. Fine. I'm going to remove this. No, we are already up time.
Yes, but you can go ahead and finish it up if you want, like just fix all the errors or something, and that's
I
good.
guess now we are almost near to our closure. At least we have fixed many
Yeah.
things. They were small only, small mistakes, but creating a lot of issues.
Yes.
And to figure out those small things are really a tough task.
Yep. Couldn't agree more.
And now the error is not also showing up somehow. But I should not be so much happy until it starts. Deployed finally.
Yay. We got
Finally, after
it.
so much. Okay, it's the testing time. I hope something should work. Local host 8081. Not get, just the post. Yep, it came till here. Finger crossed, it should read the file. Yep, it read the file. Transform the message. Let's see in the console. Fine. Okay. Federal error, the number of scheme segments does not match. Okay, that is fine because we added one element and the number of count of the segment got changed, due to which it was not able to fetch the data. But let's see if we are able to get the information for our mule segment. Okay, so we executed mule caught. Okay.
Maybe it's because you had changed the max length to like 8 characters or something like that.
Oh, yes, that was also there. I totally forgot that part. Here, max character is 8. Let's see. Where is mule? It's the payload. Transaction sets. Oh, again, there is one more issue. No, no, because there is one thing. Since we are using the same EDI file again and again, so the control number is getting the same. Okay, so we have to remove that unique transactions require unique interchanges, false. Acknowledgement. Okay, now we are good. Segment count. I'm going to run directly instead of doing the debug. So still running. Okay. Okay. 3438.
You're so close, Pranav. You can do it.
Yes, yes. I hope so. First of all, I will do one thing. Just remove it. Okay. In this case, cut the complete payload. Just put in here. Edit. Uh, where is trap? What trap? The moment I did this, because it's almost done. We have achieved it.
So what's happening now? What are you fixing?
Yes, yes, I'm just fixing the last part. Just want to get the value for the new segment which we have added. But the problem is, the moment I add a new segment, the segment count is getting increased. And with all this ups and downs, I am forgetting which is the segment count element.
Okay.
So I'm just running the debug to check that one.
Okay. Got it.
So I hope with that, once we got the information, it's just the now we have to fix the input data. Rest everything we have fixed it. Okay. So now we are getting the data. After that, it is getting converted. Interchange acknowledgement, functional acknowledgement, transaction sets. The mule sent. I got the issue. Yep. Now I got the values. Earlier we were using the incorrect one. So Alex, now we got the error. Data segment too long because we have kept the 9 digit. Now
Yay.
it is 8. Finally, we are progressing to our fine finale. Okay, so this time it was null. I've just reduced the size to 8 characters. Hopefully, it should throw some different error. Yep, it has thrown some different error. Now, what is the scenario? Okay, does not match the actual counter segment SE of transaction. Okay, now the segment SE 35. Let's make it 36 because we have added another segment. Please, please, please work now. Yep. Oh, great. Okay, now
Yay!
finally we extracted the mule ID from the. We added another segment, extracted that value from there. So finally, we did it somehow.
Awesome. Can you maybe give a quick summary of what are the steps you did and what did you learn?
So the learning is always look carefully for the small mistakes. That is what we are doing. Okay, so what we actually have done is, so we added additional segment in our EDI document extra 80, 50, 40, 10. Okay, so this is a custom segment. So basically we made the custom schema out of the existing schema. We added it. Then we process the schema through the document EDI document through the connector, extracted the mule value, extra segment value, and sent it as a response. This is what we did on a nutshell.
Awesome. All right. So I hope you feel accomplished and that you got it to work finally.
Yeah. Finally, after so much here and there ups and downs, so we made it work finally. Yep, I'm
Nice.
happy.
Well, that's life. It still
Yep.
took like an hour and a half. I mean, for something that you didn't know how to do, that's pretty quick. So, congrats.
You so much. Yep. So I was just searching for certain small things. So, and I guess in that case, the tutorial has some here and there's, it seems. One issue which we found is like to have a schema slash schema. So we need to keep the correct path when we are referring to the base definition, even though both the files are on this and at the same location, but we have to start giving this path from the resources. So because before that the class path will be there, and after that we have to give the actual or relative path. It will not take only the base definition, wherein in the documentation it was showing that it can take from the base definition. Resources called schemas. Then he told us to have only the base definition. So there should be an extra schema before that. So that was one thing. And another was incorrect payload I was using for 4010 because of so much of the things going here and there. Okay, so finally we did it. We were able to add the new segment and extract the value as an output.
All right. Well, I'm sure this will be helpful for someone that's trying this for the first time and maybe they're getting like the same errors that you're getting. So,
Sure.
yeah, because there was no real documentation or article saying how to do it. So, you kind of had to find it out on your own.
Yes, so we have to read the logs basically from the console. Okay, the complete stack trace and find the relevant information. Based on that, extract the what can be the possible error case, fix it, retry, fix it, retry, and it's like a never-ending loop.
Yep. All right. Well, it's very late for you, Pranav, so go to sleep. You look tired.
No,
But
no,
thank you so
now I'm
much.
awake.
Thank you.
After
Thank
seeing
you.
this,
I know, right? But yeah, yeah, yeah. So thank you so much for coming here today. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see
sure,
you in any other stream soon.
sure, definitely.
All right. So for everyone still watching, remember that you can follow us on twitch.tv/MuleSoft_community. And all of the previous recordings are there. We stream on Twitter and Twitch on Tuesdays today. And we stream on LinkedIn and Twitch on Thursdays. So in 2 days. But all of them will be on Twitch. So I recommend you to go to twitch.tv and subscribe or like follow us, so you can get notifications as soon as we are streaming and you can ask us your questions and whatnot. All right. So thank you very much, Pranav, and hope to
Thank you,
see you
Alex.
later.
Sure, definitely.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.